Hi, my peeps. As most of you know, Uncle Tom passed away 2 weeks ago, and yesterday was his funeral service, and it was a sad day, but some funny shit happened, and I just gotta tell you about it. So you'll laugh too, I hope. So anyway, it started, we get to the funeral home. It's a nice funeral home. There's like 4 rooms, and there was so many people there, it was packed. And so they found a priest to come and, do the Catholic thing, that they do. I don't know. Well, you all know how I feel about that. But anyway, so the priest goes over to Auntie Jimmy. And I guess he introduced himself, whatever. I couldn't hear what was going on, but Auntie Jimmy must have said something funny because the priest laughed. But when he laughed like this. And I wanted to die. I was like, or just put my hand over my mouth. I was like, oh my God. And I immediately turned around to look and see if my brother saw it because he was behind me, and he did. He's got his hand over his mouth going to Angie. And I could hear Nick laughing behind me. I'm like, oh my God. I look around and there's other people that, they want to fucking die laughing, and they'll be talking about it later. I look, even my mother was trying not to laugh. It was so funny. Oh my God. So anyway, I know if there's a hell, I'm going. So anyway, we go to the bar where Uncle Tom worked. It was a gay bar called the York Street Cafe. Nice, cute little place. So there's no place to park. So I finally parked in front of this. Apparently it's a congressional vehicle or whatever. I don't know. But anyway, so I go in, I eat, have soda, whatever. And so I go out to my car. Of course, I'm going to, smoke a little bit of pot. So I get out of my car, lock the door, and I shut it. And then realize my keys are on my seat. And no, my backup door unlockers are both at home. Yeah, because I didn't bring my purse with me. But anyway, so I'm like, well, at least I got AAA. So, I go in and I'm like, well, wait, my brother Frank, so I'm like, Frank, I locked my keys in my car. He's like, no big surprise there. I'm like, whatever. I said, do you have, I got AAA. I said, but do you have your, breaking into a car kit or whatever? He's like, I think I do with me. So, he goes outside, him and Nick, and I'm sitting at the bar eating, having a soda, me and Angie. And Frank comes in and goes, hey, Law, there's a cop out there trying to arrest me for breaking into your car. I can't prove that it's your car. He goes, and you're in a towaway zone, so they're getting ready to tow it. I'm like, what? Fuck, man. So I run out the door. Frank comes out. He's like, ha, 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 ha. Fucking asshole. I should have known better. It was Frankie. You should have fucking known better, asshole. So anyway, got my keys out. So then I'm like, well, if I'm in a fucking towaway zone, I might as well go try to find a place to park. So I go out and get in my car. Almost a half hour later, I finally make it back to the bar because I got lost. So of course I GPS. Thankfully I had my phone. But the street she's telling me to go on, I can't fucking find the names anywhere. I'm like, oh my God. Twice I drove by the bar. There was no parking. I finally got back the third time. It was almost about probably 25 minutes later. I'm like, fuck, I'm just parking right here. So I parked, which it was illegally, but I think kinda, I don't know. Anyway, I just said, fuck it. And so I went back in the bar and, it's like, where you been? I'm like, I just drove around and saw the scenic route of New Haven. So, and then, oh yeah, there's more. So, Mom wanted me to get some weed for Auntie Jimmy. He hasn't smoked in a long time, and, it's really a rough time for him right now, and he wants to wait till he's alone at home at night, so he can sleep. So I got him some weed and sent it to him with Mom on Thursday. She calls me Friday. Jimmy doesn't have a pipe to smoke out of. Do you have one? I'm like, yeah, I can hook him up. Whatever. So I got a pipe for him. And so last night, little before I leave, I went up to him. He was talking to these 2 guys. Nice looking guys, but it's a gay bar. So, don't even bother flirting, whatever. But anyway, so I'm like, I said to Jimmy, I put the bowl out of my pocket. I'm holding it there, trying to be covert. I'm like, I'm leaving. Do you want this now or you want to go do it somewhere else? He's like, let's go do it someplace else. I'm like, okay. So I looked at him like, it's not like they're cops anyway. And Jimmy goes, well, no, he's a fireman, but I'm not sure about him. And the fireman looks at him and goes, oh, he's a cop. I went, nuh-uh. He goes, yeah, I am. He goes, but don't worry about it. Don't stress it. I'm retiring in 3 years. I don't give a fuck. I'm like, oh my God. Jimmy and I laughed. I mean, all four of us actually laughed so fucking hard. It was a good fucking 5-minute laugh. It was so fucking funny because, me, sometimes my stupidity knows no bounds. So anyway, Mom comes home today and tells me that not only was that cop, he wasn't the only cop. There was a few others. And of course there was a couple of firemen and a few lawyers. Mom said all night long they laughed about it and talked about it, joked about it. That she'll start a fire with the pipe and then the cop can come and arrest her and then the lawyer can represent her. I'm like, oh my God. But you know what? I know, apparently Jimmy was trying to give me signals and in my stupidity, I wasn't really paying attention because, of course I was baked. But you know what? Now that I think about it right now, I'm thinking about it. They're not going to ever forget that. So I'll be in their minds forever now, which of course, as you know, that's what I want. That's what I live for, is to be in people's minds. And, that could be a joke, What happens when a fireman, a cop, and a lawyer go into a gay bar? They become the village people. And then, on my way home last night, I could hear Uncle Tommy laughing in my head. The whole way I could hear his laugh. As clear as day, I could hear his laugh. Because I know. He's like, fucking Lori. She's crazy. Anyway, I just wanted to share that with you because, yesterday was a very important day for me. And Jimmy, after we had laughed, after the whole cop incident, Jimmy told me, he goes, that's the first time I've laughed in 2 weeks. So I'm glad I could have provided that for him, But only me could fucking pull out a bowl in front of a bar full of gay cops. Oh God, I hope you guys enjoyed listening as much as I enjoyed telling. I'm gonna laugh all night. I'm gonna laugh forever now. So anyway, thanks for listening. Thanks for following me. You know I love you. Bye.